We can talk about SNL. We haven't talked about SNL in a long time.
Yeah.
And we're gonna pick
Just start the show, Dan.
The
Let's
best
see what
episode,
happens.
the best episode of SNL to start with.
No, it's not. It was a good episode, but it wasn't the best.
Was it a good episode?
It was an okay. I thought it was an okay episode.
Was it okay?
Oh no, Dan. Oh
okay.
No.
Welcome to another episode of Pajiba, the Pajiba television podcast. I'm Pajiba comedy editor Dan Hamamura. With me, as always, our Pajiba managing editor Tori Preston.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Tori. And he's going to have to explain his name this week. It is Mr. Negu.
I did want to explain this because I was going to tell this story to my students tomorrow, and my wife said, "Do not tell that story because you sound like a psycho."
So instead, you're going to put it into a recording that's going to live forever.
Yeah. So tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and you guys you know the story already. St. Patrick's Day is 5 years since my son was diagnosed. And when he was diagnosed, I was going to talk about superstitions and whatever. When he was diagnosed, the nurses that night, they brought in like this. He was like 13, but he's like in the pediatric unit. So they brought in these like toys or whatever for like a 7-year-old. And because he was upset because he found out that he's, going to be in the hospital for 6 months or whatever. And they had this bracelet, which you see here. And I was like trying to make my son feel better. So I took the bracelet and I said, I'm going to wear this bracelet until 5 years, until you're cured, until you're 5 years cancer free. So I've continued to wear it every day, but nobody at home can see that. But if anybody wants to know if I'm wearing green tomorrow, it's rotted and turned green underneath.
Oh, so that bracelet was not a pretty marbled white and green originally. It was
no. It was.
What color was it originally?
Well, it was sort of a brighter color on the outside, but on the inside, it was the same color as the blue, and now it's green.
Oh. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And what does that have to do with the name?
Oh, it's the bracelet is a Negu bracelet. Never, ever give up.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Which is ironic because the person who created it did it for his daughter who did not make it.
Is that irony?
That sounds awful, Dustin.
I don't know if that's irony. Wait, is this staying in the episode? I feel
I don't know. See?
I feel like maybe we should start over.
Why?
No,
I think it's a great story.
Are we sticking with this?
Sweet story.
Oh my God. Is it a sweet story? I mean, your chunk.
Your part.
Yeah.
Okay. But, it's just ironic about that person.
Are you saying I don't know that girl ironic. Gave up? I don't think
No, she didn't give up. It's just like my son always not laughs about it, but it's like, that's weird that they would give you this. And then they told him that night that the girl didn't make it.
Right. It's like anyone riding a Segway. It's weird because the guy went off a cliff in a Segway. Oh. I don't think that's actually true, but that's what I had been told once, and I'm assuming that it's true.
Anyway, my wife has been trying to get me to take off this bracelet for 5 fucking years. Just take it off.
Are you actually going to take it off tomorrow?
No, because that's not 5 years. Cancer free. That's
it's 5 years since you put it on.
Right.
Okay. So you're too far along. You can't take it off yet.
Mm-hmm. No. But she's like, you're wearing a fucking kid's bracelet every day out in the world.
Yeah.
Wait, so does it never come off?
Mm-mm.
Like not even to I don't know, shower or whatever?
No, you got to clean it. Yeah, but it also keeps it clean when you shower with it.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's how that works. That is how that works.
Are you one of those people that thinks you don't have to wash your feet because the soap rinses down?
Or that your towel is the cleanest thing in your house because you come out of the shower clean.
Yes.
So
I do sort of believe that about towels.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh
well,
my God.
The important thing to know is that March Madness is here. We didn't do a bracket this year. Sorry.
We didn't.
But what is exciting is on Thursday, Arkansas plays Hawaii in the first round. And I think Hawaii is going to surprise some people.
By how
only
badly they
losing
lose?
by 12. It's the first time in a decade that Hawaii's been in the tournament. We're just happy to be there.
Good for them.
That's the surprise. Like, hey.
Yeah.
That's nice.
If
the Razorbacks lose, I won't be, I'll be crushed, but I'll be happy for you.
I mean, it's really not a big, we're not expecting big things, but again, them making the tournament is the big thing.
Hey, Dan, never, ever give up.
That's true. I forgot our mantra. Tori, what are you drinking?
I had a open bottle of wine from cooking. So I'm drinking, I put a bunch of it in a cup, but then I was like, I don't really just want to drink wine. So then I made it into a spritzer with a strawberry lemonade seltzer. So, but it was a pretty good Bordeaux I was drinking. It was like a good kind of dry wine that I've thoroughly ruined, but it's tasty. So I'm going to go with it.
All right. Very nice. Dustin, what about you?
I have vodka and lemonade and vodka and grapefruit. One of each. Double fisting tonight. And we got an ice maker over the weekend. So now I can put nugget ice in my drinks.
So like separate from your fridge? Your fridge doesn't have an ice maker?
No, we have we can't, we don't have the space for that kind of fridge. So we have to have two smaller fridges.
Oh.
Because of the way our kitchen is laid out, because it's 1842.
Yeah. I mean, I can't judge. I don't have an ice maker.
Right, yeah.
So, why?
Did we get an ice maker?
No, why the two nearly identical drinks?
I just thought
you wanted
like
some
one
with grapefruit,
tonight.
some with lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What happened to your? I'm going to drink hard cider so that I don't drink too much, even though I'm combining it with other alcohol.
I'm still doing that during the week, but for the podcast, I like to get a little bit tipsy.
Yeah, no, it's fun that way. Can I ask you? I kept thinking about the hard cider thing. Deep down, do you think it's not actually alcohol?
It doesn't really feel like it.
It's okay. That's what I thought. Yeah,
it tastes like slightly stronger apple juice.
Yeah, it doesn't count. You like, yeah. I mean, it does. Like, I know that logically it does, but I wanted to see because I feel like your thinking on it is that it's like kombucha.
Yeah, I prefer the non-alcoholic beer because it at least tastes like beer.
Yeah. Hard cider is not bad. Like, there are some flavors of it that are really good, but it's not something I can like drink the way you can drink a beer because it's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got 6 last week. I think still have 3.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too much sugar.
Wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah. I appreciate the attempt, though, at self-deception.
Did you know, fun fact from my lesson today, if you go in a grocery store and you go to the kids cereal aisle, the kids cereals are all at eye level for little kids. But here's the creepy part. 80% of the mascots are looking slightly down so they connect with the kids' eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
I guess there's no problem.
Why can't children have choices? Like, why can't they make their own decisions? I think it's also funny with those because then it's like, is the kid, because I've seen my kid do this, like looking at cereal boxes and being like, I want that one. And I'm like, that tastes like cardboard, right? Like, it's not actually, but it has a cute animal on the front. Mm-hmm. So I always think it's funny, like the mascots are serving to like get the kids in, but they have no concept until they've tried it of what the actual cereal is that they like desperately want in the moment.
Right.
So they've got to try a bunch until they find one that they actually like, and whatever they like is going to be terrible for them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember like PJ just suddenly wanting some like peanut butter pandas or something, and they just they looked like little corn balls that were vaguely reminiscent of peanut butter, but genuinely just tasted like cardboard. But he was like, panda, and then he ate one and was like, never wanted to try it again. And I was like, yeah, because they're disgusting.
The Reese's peanut butter cup cereal, my God, it's so delicious.
What?
Yes, it's so good.
Does it have the mini ones in it?
Yeah, they're like little bitty Reese's.
Yeah, the little teeny tiny. Oh,
Puffs. Yeah.
Wait, there's so cups? Good.
No,
there's no cups.
Puffs.
Right?
No.
Oh, puffs.
No, it's
no,
just
no,
like
no,
Reese's puffs.
So they make little teeny tiny peanut butter cups that. Oh God.
Oh no, they're not cups. They're puffs.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, but Reese's also makes little teeny, like the size of a chocolate chip, because you can use them instead of chocolate chips.
Oh, yeah.
And I've had like snack mixes that'll just like have those in them, and you're like, what?
I love Reese's.
If that was a cereal, that would be amazing, because it wouldn't be cereal, but you would feel like you were allowed to just pour a bowl of it and put milk in it and just eat it with a spoon.
I think legally you can't call that a cereal.
No, you can't.
You know what America's favorite cereal is?
What?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. More people in America say that's their favorite cereal than any other cereal.
Yeah. Probably because it actually tastes like a breakfast thing, like a separate breakfast thing.
It is delicious. I love it. It's my favorite.
I always liked, what was it? Cinnamon, was it Life or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
It was always pretty good.
Cinnamon Life and Honey Golden Grahams, and if you mix them, oh my God, the best.
Ooh. No, I like now that I'm an adult, now that I'm old, I like my Heritage Flakes. It's got all kinds of grains in them.
I started eating oatmeal.
I eat a lot of them. I make baked oatmeal.
Oh.
You make a thing of banana bread baked oatmeal. You cut it up, stick it in the freezer, and then you just pull out a block of it and microwave it, and that's your breakfast. Throw some Greek yogurt and maple syrup on top.
That sounds really good.
It's actually really good. What's wrong? The yogurt or the syrup?
All of it.
Think about what you're saying.
I just don't want... No, it's. I don't like the idea that oatmeal can taste good. Like, I want the oatmeal to not taste good. So that
it has to feel like work?
Yeah, it's got to feel like... Otherwise, how am I gonna convince myself to eat it because it's healthy, you know? I can't enjoy it. That's terrible.
No.
Although oatmeal gets me one step closer to like Asian style breakfast porridge. And that once I get to that, then I can do like savory porridges in the morning. I'll be like, no, it's healthy, right? And while it's like, I don't know, there's a like duck meat or something in there.
Yeah, I was going to say like I would love to know. I just don't even know where to begin with a savory porridge, but I would love that.
I mean, the rice cookers have settings for that these days, but
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm drinking Japanese whiskey with ice because it's kind of warm. But
is it nugget ice, Dan?
No, it's like the big square that's mostly melted now. But
I literally didn't know you could buy a separate ice maker.
I didn't know that either until a few weeks ago when the twins decided that they had to have one.
Did they buy it, or did they convince you to buy it?
They chipped in.
Oh. Why, are they making their own Starbucks now?
Yes. In fact, they are. They got the refresher concentrate and lemonade, and you just mix that with nugget ice, and it's the same thing. It actually tastes a little bit better than the Starbucks because it's not quite as sweet.
Yeah.
The Starbucks is too much.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Love it.
And I was going every morning on the way to school. And now I just have iced coffee from home.
Yeah. That's amazing. Dan, you said it's a little warm there.
Yes.
Can I tell you about what the weather where I am is going to be like tomorrow?
Is it also warm?
Well, it's going to start warm. It's going to start out at 58 degrees.
Ooh.
And then over the course of the day, it's going to drop to 15 degrees.
Oh.
In less than a day, we're going to drop like
Shit. I just looked at
40
mine.
degrees.
That's what's coming to us on Wednesday. God damn it.
Yeah. Like what? That's healthy.
You know, we have a heat advisory out here. So
Oh.
No. And you without your ice maker.
yeah, I mean, I only have so many. These like blocks of ice take a while to
Freeze.
to form. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know where else is warm? Fiji. You know what happens in Fiji? Survivor.
Seamless.
Dustin said he didn't remember what happened this episode, which is fair because
Well, I remember what happened at the end.
Right.
Q got voted out.
Yes. And the other stuff is coming to me. Aubrey and Genevieve.
Well, there's a tribe swap, first of all.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that kind of like forced everyone to get to, try to reform new alliances or hold on to what they had.
Yeah.
They did a blindfold challenge for immunity. So it's a classic one where people are running into stuff. Although I did read online that apparently everyone can see, like everyone's cheating and it's not like that
really?
hard. Yeah, and I did wonder because there was one point where I forget who it was, but someone said they were being yelled at from like the caller, the one person who's not blindfolded, saying like, "Okay, go this," and they said like, "Stop talking. I know where I'm going." And it's like, how do you know where you're going?
Yeah.
Did
What
you
do mean,
memorize
stop?
the layout?
Yeah. What do you mean stop talking?
So, they're mostly blindfolded at least.
Right.
And I bet Colby was 100% blindfolded because he did hit his head pretty hard.
Yes, he did.
Poor guy.
So, Colby the Boy Scout, but
who is now sort of in an alliance with Joe? Was that what happened?
Yes. And that makes sense, yeah.
But it also doesn't make sense because Colby was part of the backpack, like the people who went through Aubrey's backpack. So I'm like, he's not.
Oh, that's true.
He's not honest.
Yeah, but he likes to think of himself.
I know
in that way.
Oh,
just like Coach likes to think of himself.
Yeah.
It's a perfect trio.
It's a whole thing.
And Joe likes to think they're all very weirdly more similar than they would like to.
Yeah. But it's like I just wanted to be exhausted by Joe. And now I'm going to be exhausted by all three of them. Meanwhile, Emily just...
Oh my God. She's the fucking person that ruined that episode nearly.
Well, no, but it was so funny because like...
That's not her fault. That's Christian's fault.
Well, it was sort of... No, but all she had to do was turn... It was Christian's fault. But like also, she got that information and she just needed to like... He was still on her tribe. Just talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like go back and be like, so what? And instead she like... spills the beans to
first person.
Talks to the first person, decides to join their alliance, then realizes she might have been too hasty, goes back to Christian, confesses that she told him, like shared all the information about this idol. So now she's at the bottom of like two alliances, like because no matter which one she chose, and like obviously she still ended up siding with Christian's new formed whatever in the new tribe, but it was just like, no matter where you go, girl, you're at the bottom because you've just become an absolute wingnut.
Yeah, and why would Christian just tell her that unless for nefarious reasons?
No, well, I understood where he was coming from because it was like he couldn't get her alone to like tell her what was going on.
But why would she think otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been. Yeah, it's like that was just not the moment. Like all you had to do was. Like, if it backfires, it's like she will be like, why didn't you ever tell me? And you could be like, I was waiting for the right moment. But then we did the tribe swap and I lost you.
Yeah.
If he kept his mouth shut, he would have ended up on her tribe and then been able to tell her fully. But she just,
misread the situation.
But it made it entertaining.
Yes.
It was entertaining.
It was so chaotic.
I put it on Christian because that's a terrible time. that's a terrible time that's a huge thing to tell someone without context. You know,
Yeah.
you're like confused. You're like, oh shit, we're about to go into a tribe swap. So you're also one. Like, I can see feeling paranoid about that, saying like, why are you telling me something right before we swap that like feels destabilizing? Now I don't know what information I can carry with me that I trust. I'm not saying she handled it well. I'm just saying that he also did not handle it well.
He didn't give her enough information, but also like I can understand his sense of urgency, not knowing where they were all going to go.
Right.
And wanting her to have the information of like, here is somebody, like if you end up on the tribe with Aubrey, like you can trust her or whatever, you know, like, but yeah, I mean, I understood the urgency. The execution was faulty, but then also Emily did not, even if she was panicking, it's like, well, then just go ask him to clarify when you find out you're on the same tribe again.
Right.
What was funny is like everybody and the two tribes that weren't Aubrey's tribe knew that she had an idol, but nobody in Aubrey's tribe knew she had an idol.
Right. So yeah, so the Emily stuff was interesting. And it worked out in the end because again, Q got voted out. And then the Rizzo shooting himself in the foot with
oh my god, that
Charlie.
was hilarious.
Yeah, because it's like Rizzo like he almost wins Charlie over, like he's giving him valuable information, and then the whole thing about, you know, and it's like it's
what
one
are
of
you
those
doing, Rizzo?
Oh my god. Well, Rizzo, like you're not thinking, but also like you could have said anything because these people have not seen your season. Like it was this perfect thing of like they genuinely don't know what happened.
Right.
And the one thing he told him, even though Rizzo had seen Charlie's season, is that I voted against my best friend.
Which was weird too, because that was not at all how the edit of the season for like seemed. Like it seemed like he was.
Know. I mean, they don't know how the edit will turn out, right?
Well, they don't. But you know, it's like for us, it's like it was really clear that you were in an alliance with Savannah and stayed true to her the whole time. Sophie, you may have liked her, but there was no.
She seemed like she was she was always the third wheel of that trio.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So now Charlie just is going to have it out for him, which I love.
As do I.
I have to admit, I wasn't necessarily rooting for Charlie to win. Obviously, I mean, I know he's your pick, and also, you know, I mean, I have nothing against Charlie, but seeing like him, like he looked a little like dark and upset in his confession. I was like, oh, I'm on board with this Charlie, who's like, now I want revenge.
I was like, oh, yeah. Because he was a little too, like, his season, he was all like, I'm the one who knows all the Taylor Swift songs. Like, he was so happy-go-lucky. And I kind of like the idea of, like, dark, betrayed, revenge-seeking, like, Charlie. I'm like, yeah, man, go get it.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else exciting or different that came up this week.
Jeff rapped.
Oh, God.
That was awful.
That was terrible.
That was why did they let him do that? There, you know, there comes a time when you have too much power and no one can say no to you, and someone needed to be able to say no to him in that moment. But
my thoughts on it were, one, I couldn't remember because I didn't do the fan voting, but I was like, did the fans vote for that? Was there like a thing where it was like humiliate Jeff? I want Jeff to humiliate himself. And two, that rap was the most embarrassing thing to happen this season, and last week a dude shit himself. And Jeff rapping was worse. So it's a great season.
It is very exciting, even though maybe this week's episode we didn't have quite as much to talk about. I guess Aubrey and Tiffany are a duo now, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Aubrey's edit is very weird. Like, it just feels odd to me. Like, she just does not look like she's having a good time. and she's very ostracized for whatever reason. I don't know. It's a
weird one.
It's
But
just
if
weird.
Tiffany can pull her into the Camilla alliance, she's good.
That'd be great with D. And then the Chrissy thing, whatever happened with Chrissy and Chrissy crying and
right.
I didn't know her, but it was like I'm not super familiar with her, so I didn't really know what to expect either way. But it was like she was annoying all the people on the tribe because she was just sort of like trying to get them to do stuff, I guess. And then Coach
God, Coach, what is wrong with you?
He was trying to coach her.
He was trying to coach her, but like so
no
bad.
bedside manner.
It was literally like settle down, kind of like whatever you talk to. It was just, which I think actually worked out for her because then she got a bunch of sympathy, and now I think she'll have friends. But
and maybe she won't talk as much.
Was she always annoying? Like I don't remember her.
I don't remember her very well either.
Yeah,
I also haven't seen that season because I've heard it's not. I've seen like bits and pieces, but not the whole season.
Yeah.
Because the winner from that year, I don't love. I mean, he's fine, whatever. But
wait, how do you decide not to watch it? You decide not to watch a season based on the winner?
Well, no. So that season, there's a large chunk, especially in like between like 30 and 40 that I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
But then I went back and watched some of them based on like both after watching season 40 and seeing like people from those, who had been on those seasons, who had won their season, being like, oh, I want to see more of that person's game.
Right.
And then also recommendations from friends who have seen the whole thing. There were definitely some seasons where they're like, you should watch that one. It's fun.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Mike White's season is on the list. I just never got around to it.
It is a good season.
Unfortunately, I saw season 1 of The White Lotus first, so kind of, gave me a different perspective on Mike White's storytelling ability. Look, it's fine. He made the show that he wanted to make, and that's all anyone can ask. Not for me.
So you are do you enjoy him on Survivor at least?
He's fine on Survivor. I think it's funny to me that the one thing that has come out publicly that he's talked about is that I think we mentioned this last week, but that he was complaining that everyone there has their persona and he doesn't enjoy that. Like compared to his first time playing, that everyone there feels like they're a social media personality. And he wishes he was playing with like normal people. And I'm like, you realize you're a personality, right? At this point.
Yeah, you are not a normal person. Yeah.
But anyway. And this is a vacation, as you said. It's a vacation from making The White Lotus.
Yeah.
So he's having a good time, and that's great. Good for him.
I love that for him. I also have never seen The White Lotus, so I really don't.
I didn't see season 3, but I saw the first 2.
I watched the Theo James penis scene.
So you saw the most important part.
Yeah.
No, season 3, Walton Goggins, man. That's the most important.
I did see the scene with Sam Rockwell and Walton Goggins.
Oh my God, so good.
So like some of the scenes that pop up online, I'll watch. I'm like, that's a great scene. That almost makes me want to watch the show, and then I don't. Because at this point, if the combination of Theo James's dick and the Sam Rockwell Walton Goggins scene haven't gotten me to watch, like what more could they do?
We also get to see Jason Isaacs' penis.
Never a thing. I mean, good for him. I'm sure there are some more actors who can show their penis, and it would get me to reconsider investing the time. I welcome Mike White to rise to that challenge.
Whose penis would entice you to watch White Lotus?
I would probably be something like really. I mean, there's obvious, like if you get Lee Pace on there, I'll be like, yeah.
Okay.
But then there
And
would be other ones like,
he would make perfect sense for that show.
oh yeah, he would be perfect. But then there's some like offbeat ones. I'm not saying I want to see his penis, but like imagine if you found out that Daniel Radcliffe,
Oh my God.
right?
That would be weird. That would be too weird.
It would be so weird, but like so weird you'd kind of have to watch.
Yeah. And Daniel Radcliffe's like 40 now, but he's still always like 15 to me.
Yeah. I'm not saying.
And so you're saying he's 15 to you, and yet
no, I
wouldn't be interested in
specifically because happening. He seems like he's 15.
Wow. It's going to be on the internet forever, Dustin. Just like, well, speaking of weird penises, let's move to DTF St. Louis.
Oh my God,
I'm so
when
curious.
you started talking about it, I was like, I have to use this.
Remember the segue? But like, they still have not explained what happened to his penis.
Yeah, it is a mystery.
Very
That's
central.
The real mystery of the show.
What if that is the
I mean, it could be because he was looking at. There's those pictures of him when he was posing in Playgirl. Not broken.
I mean, yeah, this could be the motive, or it could be like whatever's behind his death had to do with his curved penis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought that was the drug. Was the drug for the penis? Yeah.
Oh.
Not the overdose drug. The drug, he was taking some kind of drug.
Oh,
that was separately because that drug, the overdose drug, was Bateman's prescription, right?
Well, I know, but I thought it was another one of the. So this is where I'm like, I got a little confused, but it seemed like she was trying to get Bateman to get something to help. It was sort of like the life insurance thing. Like she was asking him to like help Floyd in all these different ways. And I started wondering if one of the things she also asked him to do was get a broken penis drug.
Right.
And like that also being part of the like long setup,
right,
setting him up.
Maybe that drug
because he still isn't explaining it. Yeah. Or she just happened to know that like in certain quantities that drug is poison or something,
Right. This show continues to be very weird. And I don't know, overall very enjoyable.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
It's kind of in between what we talked about last time, where it's like kind of questioning, is it the sort of mystery that's about who did the murder, or is it the mystery of like how the murder happened? Like, you know, have we always known who did it, but we're uncovering how it happened?
Right.
And it's pretty clear that it's both.
Right.
But it's unfolding in such a unusual way. Because it's like through these flashbacks and through kind of like the detectives will find some things out, but then there are flashbacks, and then there are and whether the flashback is because of Bateman saying something, like explaining a particular scene, or just having a memory of that scene, but he hasn't explained it. So you're constantly kind of filtering, and then you also have to try and figure out where in the timeline any given scene falls, because like that's gotten a little wishy-washy. But it's all very like intentional, because it keeps when you get pieces of information constantly changes how you view the relationships of the characters and like what actually happened. So it's like, yeah, like your understanding of it just evolves every episode in this like very organic way, based on like, there isn't like a huge revelation. It's just sort of like, oh, this detail was filled in, or we get a little bit more of like what we haven't seen. So it's like they retread things, but with new light. And it's so interesting to see like moments that you saw from like the premiere, but suddenly you'll get a chunk of dialogue that came before that scene or something like that. And it's like, oh, it changes what you thought you knew.
Right. Yeah, it is I don't know, it's a fascinating show because it's very, I think you're right that like the part of the potential discomfort if you're a viewer, I mean, is just that like you don't know what question you're supposed to be asking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That can be fun.
Oh yeah, it's totally. None of this is a complaint. Like
yeah. I also just sorry. I want to float a theory, just because it formed just now while you were speaking.
Yeah.
And something about what you said just made it click into place. And I don't know. So anyway, this week's episode, which talked a lot about life insurance, which proved to us that Floyd had a recumbent bike at some point. So it could be his bike that was there, not necessarily Bateman's, right?
Well, that he used it, but also she used it.
Right, and she also used it. So either of them could have used that.
Right.
And then the way that the life insurance and the way that the drug stuff is laying out, it kind of makes me wonder if, and then also, sorry, and then the things about Floyd and just like how much more we find out every episode. One thing that's been consistent is we're finding out more and more how good a guy he is.
Yeah.
And it's making me wonder is he like so insanely like wants to be good that, and like but also unhappy in his own way, that he kills himself and they're covering it up for for life insurance, because if it's a suicide, they don't get a payout.
Oh.
And so like they're risking, jail time potentially, because that's what they're trying to protect, is that it's a suicide.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, I thought you were going to go the other way, which is that when Bateman's like kind of admits that he loved Floyd and like all this stuff, I'm like, because one of the things in it is this constant question of like, was Floyd gay? And like you find out that like at first it was like, oh, his DTF hookup was he had a gay hookup, so it seemed like he was searching for men. And then in this episode, you find out actually he thought it was a woman. He didn't know, and then he did. And then to be polite, seemingly in this like insane situation, because he's so nice, he kind of like made out with this guy.
Made out with Peter Sarsgaard in the parking lot.
In the parking lot, and let him touch his butt just because he was like, didn't want to shun him in some way, didn't want, it was like, he deserves to, which was also very sweet and also like unrealistic, but like hilariously so. But then having Bateman, who admitted he was behind this profile that seemingly catfished Floyd, and him saying, I was sort of like, wait, is it not really so much that Bateman had an affair with Floyd's wife, but that Bateman ends up having an affair with Floyd himself? I don't think it would go that far, but I was like, I'm like, anything's on the table the way things keep shifting. Yeah.
And like it feels, I mean, even them covering up something for life insurance feels a little too straightforward for the way that they're twisting it. But I don't know. It
would just, I don't know how to reconcile that with the, and again, there's always this caveat which is like, the information we know now seems to point in one direction, but like that could get shaded in completely differently next week kind of thing. But like right now they're very much positioning it as Linda Cardellini's character manipulating what's his name? Clark? Jason Bateman's character. Yeah. Clark into taking out the life insurance policy on behalf of Floyd.
Right.
Like secretly. Right. And like, don't tell me how you do it and all this stuff. Like it very much feels like a setup, and that she's very calculating around it.
Right.
Which feels obviously premeditated. So how does that fit with a suicide?
Right.
And I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't, but
it also would explain the centerfold and the face scratched out, and
There's also 4 more episodes to go. There's a lot of
so much
ground to cover.
Oh, there's 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's going to flip 3 or 4 more times.
Right. And I can't wait to see how it does it. So, as long as they don't make Floyd a bad guy, I'm going to be really upset if it turns out.
The son did it somehow.
Yeah.
Well, that would be sad.
But he did it for the right reasons. He asked him to do it.
That would be really sad.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're having a happy moment when it happens.
Anyway, it's a good show. Also,
Wait, Tori.
Rooster. Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, I was just gonna say, wait, is this your first? I forgot. Is this your first Chris Conrad show? Steve Conrad show?
Yes, I think
Okay.
I tried. I watched some of Ultra City Smiths.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it. I don't even remember if I may have finished it. Because that was the cartoon, right?
That was the stop motion animation. Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was.
Which is why I was like, ooh.
Definitely his weirdest show. But
yeah. But no, I didn't watch the other. Like, I didn't watch Patriot or you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was just curious. But Rooster, Tori.
Oh yeah. Still really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, but I don't even. Yes, I just watched the most recent episode. I didn't watch it last night. I watched it tonight, and I like the really slow build they're doing. Like at the how you find out that Carell's character kind of is essentially blackmailed into joining the faculty. Like it's to make sure his daughter keeps her job after she burned down.
Right.
But everyone beating up Jamie Tart, sort of satisfying. It's got to me, the usual Bill Lawrence thing of every character, even the characters that you start out thinking are going to be like one note and you're not going to like them, are just shaded in ways that are unexpected. Like the grad student girlfriend ends up being like actually very likable and realistic and like you know, kind of pleasant and doesn't take him too seriously either and is literally just like, you have a nice face.
Yeah, I do have to admit that I was actually very impressed with Lauren Tsai specifically because I don't really remember her from Legion. I mean, like she was in Legion, but I don't remember
her character,
her character that much. And so I mostly know her from Terrace House, which is a reality show, and she was like, I don't know, 19 or 20 on that show, and just like, you know, it's a weird reality show with people living together in a house, so it's chaos. But she was very, I don't know, she had a very clear weird character that, and like I thought that there are times where I felt like I feel like I can see her acting a little bit, but I enjoyed, like, I was never like bothered by like the choices she's making, and like I'm like, oh, this character's weird but believable. Like I know these grad students, like I've seen these kinds of grad students,
and also clicks with the reveal at the very end where that it's Robbie Hoffman is the roommate.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, now I can see these two characters. Like, yeah.
Also nice to finally get to see Robbie Hoffman.
Right.
Finally got to see Alan Ruck.
Who's
briefly.
An extreme version of McGinley's character, which I love.
Yeah.
So
having someone around to out McGinley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. They're just building this giant soup of people who we're gonna, you know, be charmed
get to know
by.
better. Yeah.
Even like the college kids who were in love with Jamie Tart.
Yeah, he will always be Jamie Tart. I feel bad because his character is very much not Jamie Tart. But
it's fun to see, and it's like, oh, okay, clearly they're being set up to, you know, we'll keep seeing them down the line.
Yeah. Well, the same thing with like that one student that Rooster keeps running into, and who is also hilarious. Like, so it's hard because it's like I don't really know exactly where it's going, but like I'm enjoying everybody and every scene, like everything just clicks. Like it. Just
this was really the end of the pilot, essentially.
Yeah,
because he basically gets a job at the end of this and reveals that to his daughter at the end of this episode
in a great fashion.
Yeah,
pretending to leave and then being like, "See you Monday, bye."
Oh, the other thing that I was going to say that struck me with this episode, more so this episode than the first one for whatever reason, but I don't know her work, but Charlie Clive, who plays Steve Carell's daughter,
Yeah.
There's something about the way that she was playing in this episode that it reminded me very much of Rachel Dratch. And so I was kind of delighted by that. Like her kind of like sad sack, like nature felt the way that she plays those kinds of characters. I just enjoyed that. So I was like, all right, I think I'm on board with everyone here.
I like her because I'm not familiar with her either, but she holds her own with all those, like, she's great.
Yeah.
And and I'm sorry, like, I feel like each episode so far has had like just that one comedic scene where you're like, okay, that's the centerpiece, like that's great, and everything else is. And for me, this one, it was Carell breaking into the BBC interview that Jamie Tartt's giving, and then them fighting, but it's like the reveal that like, oh, he's not wearing his pants. So, and they're wrestling, and Carell's getting like teabagged, and it's all happening on the BBC. Like everyone's watching. It was great, and I continue to be how weirdly like both recognizable, like you totally. I don't think there's been like a surprise about his character yet, but the fact that like despite it, he's still charming. The husband, like Jamie Tartt, like you're just like, oh yeah, no, like you're having your little crisis, and you know wanted somebody to appreciate you or whatever. It's all like it seems very surface level, but the fact that immediately underneath it is like, no, but he really does still love his wife,
right? And
he's like actually struggling with the fact of like wanting to be a good person, and like, but he got this grad student pregnant now, and like not knowing how to reconcile it all. Like I don't know. It feels like a very shrinking, style personal conundrum. We have, the character that should be terrible, but is nuanced enough to be
shrinking. The daughter of Steve Carell's character will end up becoming best friends with Jamie Tartt's girlfriend.
Oh yeah, which I could maybe
totally
see. Yeah. They'll raise the baby together or something. I don't know. If anything, the most unbelievable part is that she wants to keep the baby. That was the one thing where they couldn't quite come up with a really compelling reason for that. She was just like, yeah, I think I want it, but I'm going to go do this interview. And it's like, have you? I think like the way she plays it off almost makes me think that she's going to reveal that she's not pregnant at some point, but that feels like a cop out too.
Yeah, I think they're going to want to keep all the characters around.
Yeah. Anyway, some good shows. What
else we got, Dan?
What is the Madison? Is that the Michelle Pfeiffer one?
You should tell us about the Madison, Dustin.
Yeah.
The Madison is where Taylor Sheridan takes all the characters from his other shows that are like side characters and he makes fun of for being city people, and he just makes a whole show about them and then just makes fun of them for being city people for an entire series. It's very patronizing. It's very demeaning, but it's also about this woman grieving. So it can still get its hooks in you somehow because Taylor Sheridan. Look, it's a show about a bunch, like a wife and the daughters all worshiping their late father. And it's hard for a guy my age not to sort of love it a little bit. Even while understanding that it's manipulative and demeaning and just obnoxious as hell, the way he treats his city characters.
You love Taylor Sheridan.
I don't love Taylor Sheridan. I have a lot of problems with Taylor Sheridan, but he knows how to
Get his hooks in
Hit
you.
me. Yes.
So in what way is it patronizing to like this? Is it literally characters from his other shows?
No, but they're very
Okay.
much like
Yeah.
these city people who don't understand the ways of simple,
ranch.
kind country folk.
Oh.
Who are, it's basically fish out of water. These women have never been out into this Montana ranch. When Kurt Russell's character dies, they all decide to go out and visit their father's land. And they sort of like don't know how to navigate it. There's hornets and they get stung in their hoo-has, and they don't know how to fish or identify scat.
Are they running the ranch now?
Well, this is not so much a ranch. It's just a cabin in Montana. That was his favorite place to go, but they all refused to go because they live in New York City and they didn't want to be those people. But now they want to go out there to connect with their late father.
And so they go there.
Yes.
And all these horrible things happen.
It's like a comedy of errors, just because they don't. And then like the locals call Native Americans Indians, and they're like scandalized by it. It's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's very dumb. But Michelle Pfeiffer's great. Kurt Russell's great. And Taylor Sheridan has a really good knack for casting really hot, strapping dudes to play like the simple country guy that everybody wants to sleep with.
Yeah.
And he does it again. It's a 6-hour series. I had the screeners. I watched it in one sitting.
Oh my gosh.
I just could not stop.
Is it going to come back, or is it like a limited?
I thought it would be a limited series, but it ended it was very open-ended. Not quite a cliffhanger, but sort of a cliffhanger.
Do you think the cabin is located on Sheridan's actual ranch?
Possibly.
So he could get like location rent?
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Look, that ranch needs to bring in income, because
it's not going to
actually no. They filmed in Montana, so
they did. Okay, all right.
Apparently, at least part of it. They did film some in Texas, but
it is beautiful, and it does like give you an appreciation. I mean, look, I like the nature. I like the outdoors, and it's fun to see. And
you like Patrick Adams from Suits?
I like to see the outdoors on my television.
Patrick Adams is great. He plays sort of the venture capitalist husband that is stranded with these women, but is also kind of clueless because he doesn't know how to. He like eats elk, and everybody's like disgusted. Oh no, it's elk. It's that kind of show.
Only many elk.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. I'm happy for you, Dustin.
Thanks.
And that's on Paramount Plus.
That is on Paramount Plus. Kurt will watch it, or TK will watch it rather, and he will hate it and also love it.
Yeah. Question is, has Rocky seen it yet?
Oh God, she would hate it because it really is just like Coastal Elites are the worst. The show.
And
not that Rocky is a coastal elite, but it's just firmly aimed at educated people and how wrong they are. Like the very first scene in the show is the daughter is walking down Fifth Avenue. She gets punched by a black man randomly who takes her bags, and then she goes to the responding police officer, and he's like, "Can you describe the man?" And she refuses to say that he's black because she doesn't want to sound racist. That's what Taylor Sheridan thinks of us.
I don't understand why you're saying us.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, Tori lives in the woods. So.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks of you, Dan. You're a coastal
I live in a
elitist.
working class enclave. Long Beach is a very chill. I'm not in that.
That's what he
big
thinks
city
of
anymore.
people in Portland, Maine.
No.
Portland, Maine
We're in
is
Maine.
coastal elite, if anything.
A little bit.
Portland isn't Maine.
Portland
It's
is
not.
Portland. It's just the
Yes.
other Portland, but
Portland
it's still
is
Portland.
Massachusetts with more lobster.
Correct. We're tiny Boston.
Yeah,
Only less
much
racist.
nicer. Much nicer.
Yes.
All right. We have a few minutes left. We should check in on the Pitt, which Tori is still not watching.
Yes. But I look forward
out
to
of-
hearing about it.
Out of protest, but
Dr. Robbie is falling apart.
Mhm.
Episode after episode. He's becoming unlikable, but in a way that makes him even more likable somehow. If that makes sense.
he's definitely having a tough time.
He's just very human.
Why is he having a tough time? What is like being in emergency room doctor difficult or something?
I mean, 30 years of doing this over and over. And like the last season, he had that traumatic meltdown.
Mhm.
And then he's dealing with Langdon coming back. I don't really understand what's precipitating it this season, other than he's leaving the next day to go on a 3-month sabbatical.
I actually think that that's the thing. So like
Yeah.
so this whole season is built around, in part, around that this is Langdon's last day before he goes off on his sabbatical. And he's taking 3 months off, and a lot of people are having conversations with him as if he's never coming back. Like it's kind of joking, but they're also kind of
Yeah.
it kind of takes two tacks. It's either they're talking to him like this is the last time they're going to see him, or they're talking to him like you're never going to be able to stay out there. You're going to come back in a week at the most.
Yeah.
But he's definitely lashing out and acting kind of like someone who doesn't want to go, and is instead finding fault in like, this is wrong, you're not doing this right. So how could I possibly that someone would then come to the conclusion and say, how could I possibly leave? It's such a mess. Like he's been clashing with the attending who is going to be replacing him. And some of that is, she's a little weird and trusts AI way too much, but she's also like, they finally kind of started to show her as like, no, she's a good doctor. She knows what she's doing. She knows things that he doesn't. But also he's still struggling with Langdon. He doesn't want to, like, he's kind of like the one person who hasn't forgiven him yet, I guess, him and Santos. And then he lashed out at Mohan for she was having a panic attack, and he lashed out at her for having a panic attack.
Which is ironic since he had a panic attack last season.
Right. But hers is about her mother.
Yes, and that's just not okay.
It seems like that's going to be worse than it. The way that the amount of times that she's called and like she hasn't picked up the phone yet feels like something worse.
This is something big. Yeah.
But so I don't know. It's and then they kept saying like, oh, his motorcycle buddy's coming in, but he's late. And like, it felt like they were building towards some kind of thing of like, oh, did he get hurt, or did he have an accident or something? Or is he going to be something that keeps him in town? But he came in, and so far he's just getting scans and stuff. I mean, he might be sick, we know, but like that feels like maybe that was a fake out. So I don't know. It just feels like a lot of stuff is building up in a way that is that would make him want to stay, which really means he has to go even more, right?
Yeah.
But
right.
But I don't know. We also haven't had like the same. It hasn't built to the same kind of, like last season dealt with a mass shooting, so it hasn't built to that kind of mass event in the same way, because they did. There was like, they had to shut down the computer systems because other hospitals were being hacked, but that was more like a complicated. It's like, okay, this now we have to do everything on paper and by hand, so it's a complication, but it's not a like crisis. Oh my God, we're in this crisis. And then there was a water park accident, which has brought in some really gnarly injuries, but that again is not a crisis. It's been like bad things, like added bad things on top of things, but not that like singular crisis.
What
There was also some fun comic relief there when a woman lost her leg and the newbie was like trying to wrangle the leg, and that's when she found out that she had lost her leg because she looked over and saw this guy holding her leg.
What could happen at a water park? Like, what was the accident?
The slide gave away, and
a slide gave away, so people fell, and then one person lost her leg, like at the knee-ish.
Yeah.
One person, landed in a way that like he had like cuts, and they were worried that he had broken bones and stuff. There was a kid who had a injury, but they were able to save that kid. That's
that
the one
guy was hanging on to his kid, and who slipped away and degloved his finger.
Right.
His wedding ring. Oh yeah, it was gnarly.
Oh, that's right. It was degloved means like the skin came up.
Yeah,
right? That's what was happening.
But they did that last season.
Yeah,
they did. But this is just a finger, and somehow it's still just as gross. There's a lot of gross stuff in the show, but it's really kind of fun.
There is a lot of gross stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because the rhythm of this season has been different, but still enjoyable. I don't know. A lot of it feels more like interpersonal too. Like a lot of the crises that are building are more about personal clash and not necessarily like, we have 100 patients to deal with.
Do you think that's because I know the first season was like so popular. Do you think people are coming to it feeling disappointed that it's not kind of repeating that pattern, or is it like, are people kind of accepting this new, different, I guess, types of stakes or whatever, like the new rhythm of the show?
I hope not, because my hope is that the takeaway would be that like it can and should have a different rhythm, because it's because it's a different day. It's really just, I mean, kind of in the way that not the same show at all, but like in the way that oh shoot, what was it called? What was the cop show that went to TNT?
Southland.
Really good. Southland. In the way that Southland, once they moved to TNT and focused on patrol cops, it becomes like the rhythm of each episode is very different, because it's really just what cases are they responding to in that day.
Yeah.
And it makes, some of them are comedic, some of them are crazy intense, but like they're not it doesn't have part of the show is that it doesn't have the same feel day to day.
Right.
And it feels like they brought a little bit, since that was also John Wells producing, it feels like they brought a little bit of that DNA here.
Very much, yeah.
Hopefully. And, I mean, there's still 4 or 5 episodes left, 6 episodes left. So
5, I think.
Maybe
something
5.
Big could happen. But...
Something big could happen. There still is like an ICE storyline coming up.
Yes.
Or a more direct ICE, because they had one kind of like, or I guess maybe it's a continuation of that. But anyway.
I thought there was going to be an ICE storyline 2 weeks ago, but it looks like it's going to be next week.
But I think it's coming next week, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's the part that is the saddest, or maybe not the saddest, but is that like it feels like there are so many good. They've done a great job of building this cast who I think people love, or even if you dislike a character, you really like have strong feelings for them.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see, like, because of the way they do time jumps, because I mean, it doesn't mean they have to jump so far in the future. Like this time they did 8 months, but that can always lead to people leaving the cast, not even because they don't want them around anymore, but just because naturally that person would have moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. It's
interesting. You're sort of waiting to see if somebody will write a negative review, and then one came last week from the Wrap, and you're like, okay, is everybody going to jump on this bandwagon? But it was the complete opposite. The Wrap basically said it was too character driven, not enough action. This is not mainstream enough, and everybody just revolted. Like, fuck you, the Wrap, for writing this. So that was nice.
Yeah. It also seems, and again, this is just, it sounds like it makes sense for this season, not just because like you can't just if it was just one major crisis every season, that's 911.
Right. Or
every
your 24.
season premiere is
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, yeah, but it's every season premiere is, be NATO or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like, it can't be just stunt driven, but also like that first season introduced all these characters. So the second season now, like, yeah, you kind of want to delve in and look at more of those relationships. Like that feels like a natural evolution story-wise to get that opportunity. So
it would be fun in like the 5th season to like do a shift with Dr. Abbott, where Dr. Robbie was only there a little bit of the time.
Yeah.
I can't take credit for this because I saw it on social media, but someone I follow on social media said they should, like, his theory was that they're going to do a spinoff, and a night shift spinoff with.
I don't want them to do that
with
Abbott?
Sean with Abbott as the lead.
It would be great, but it would be too much. The Pitt. It's special.
It can be its own thing.
It would be the
episodes.
Pitt Nights.
Yeah,
I know.
It's like
Baywatch Nights.
Yeah,
yeah.
That would be 30 episodes.
They diffuse the nuclear. Yeah, but it's a different show, Dustin. The crew gets to work more. They get more. They get to save. They get to amortize that set over 2 different shows, Dustin. They're basically saving money by doing this.
They get more programming, and as someone who keeps watching every single Taylor Sheridan show, you can't be like, that's too much the Pitt.
And all Taylor Sheridan knows is remix his characters.
Right.
The same 5 characters.
Dustin, do you just not want Sean Hatose to have a job?
I love him.
Okay.
You know I love him from Southland.
And yet you did not watch him on Rescue High Surf, I noticed.
No, I did not. I did not, no.
He was the mayor of Honolulu, and you did not. Actually, I don't know if he was mayor by that point. He was on the city council for sure. He was running for mayor.
I need Wells to bring back C. Thomas Howell from Southland.
Oh yeah, it was weird to see C. Thomas Howell as like, I don't know when he became like tough guy, but between that and Avatar, I'm like, when did you become like the big tough guy?
Yeah.
It was confusing to me, but I'm not opposed to it. Anyway, that's the show. We didn't talk about SNL, but that's fine. I don't even know what you'd say about this episode, Dustin.
I don't know.
Harry Styles was better in Ryan Gosling's monologue.
He kind of was.
Why? Yeah. Why? Well, here's what I would say. It was fine, but the thing that struck me the most was that Harry Styles was rarely the center of any sketch, which tells me something about what they thought he could handle.
He is such a charming presence, but when he speaks, it kind of, I don't know.
Even in his the monologue was built around him being a boring person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he kind of is, I guess.
I have nothing against him. He was fine. And he was game for what they were letting him do, but they were clearly covering for him, I think.
Oh.
I could see that, yeah.
But
he has a good presence, just not he's not a good comedic actor.
Yeah.
I did love the Harry Styles where all the guys were trying on the outfits that Harry Styles wore. And Hospital.
Yeah, so you like the sketch that was basically the Pit.
Yes.
I will say I did one thing that I saw breakout online, which I agree with, even though it was weird to think of it as like being culturally relevant, was Jeremy Colhane's Tucker Carlson on.
Oh my God, it was so good.
His impression was so good, it was weird.
It was freaking eerie.
Even though I haven't thought about Tucker Carlson in quite some time, thankfully. Yeah. But anyway, that's our show. Happy St. Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day, the day after.
Hopefully you had one, because if you celebrate, because this is coming out on Wednesday, so it's already happened. You've already been out into the world drinking and eating corned beef or whatever.
And
I don't know.
listening to the Bosstones.
Is that a
Or the
thing?
Dropkick Murphys. Either one.
Is the Bosstones a thing on St. Patrick's Day?
Yes.
Is
Money,
it?
Money Bosstones and the
Why?
Dropkick Murphys.
Dropkick
I don't
Murphys,
know.
I get.
Dropkick
Why?
Murphys, yes.
Why the Mighty
I don't
Mighty
know. They're
Bosstones?
just a Boston band.
Are they?
You know, St. Patrick's Day exists
Bosstones.
outside of
No,
Boston.
it doesn't. No, it's just a Boston holiday. Like
No, it's
Evacuation Day.
No, New York City. Oh my God. I worked in Midtown and it was a nightmare trying to go out when it was like lunch hour, and because there would be the parade and there would just be like drunk people everywhere and like empty beer bottles and cups everywhere. And it was just like all up and down like Avenue of the Americas. And you're just like, I just want to get to dishes and get my stupid lunch so I can go back to stupid work. And I can't because I'm stepping over vomit.
New York.
Right.
It's not just Boston and New York.
Yeah. But we will be back next week to talk more TV, I guess. Oh, we didn't talk Top Chef either, but it's...
I still haven't watched it.
Oh,
is it good?
The first episode was really good, but they're on kind of a weird schedule because I think they are on Sunday nights now on Bravo. So it comes out on Peacock on Monday. So it's a weird... I don't know. It's a weird schedule. I'm used to them being out like midweek, but...
Also, Dan, I don't know if you noticed, but I did because I use your Paramount Plus account, and that no longer supports live CBS.
Oh no!
They have live channels, but it's all these other channels, and it did not. Because normally, when I would log into Paramount Plus on Survivor Night, there would be a big button that's like "Watch Survivor Live," and I could click on it, and it would take me straight to CBS.
Yeah.
They have now stripped that for like the basic package. You have to have the premium with like Showtime or something. And I
recently downgraded.
Oh, so, maybe that's why you downgraded.
That could be why. Yeah.
That was why. So I had to. It was literally like 7:59, and I'm like panicking because I'm like, I'm ready for Survivor Night and it's not on, and I'm not waiting for tomorrow. Like, screw this. So I went on to Amazon and like signed up for this my own. I'll cancel it after Survivor.
CBS.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, no, I signed up for my own Paramount Plus premium.
So you can so you can watch the Madison.
No. Never. Although I did see Michelle Pfeiffer's
it will be
face,
available
which is how I knew
to you.
She was on it. But yeah, so I will still use your login after Survivor.
All right.
For other shows. But right now I'm like, I will pay the money for like the next however 2 months or whatever until
I'm very sorry. It's just we just never use the lives. It's never been.
You don't have to apologize to me. I thought it was a glitch where they like changed that one. I was like, what the hell?
No, sadly, we don't really need it right now.
My friends on our like Survivor chat was like, "Yeah, you can just watch it tomorrow," and I was like, "You shut your fucking face! I am here. I am on the couch. I am ready for Survivor. That is Wednesday." Anyway,
have a good night.
Good night, everybody.